Welcome back to Factorio Seablock and TSM episode number 200, the big 200. Now I must admit, I originally had intended that maybe I would do a recap and go back through all the, well, not every map, but like every 10 maps and just show you how we have expanded. But it's not going to be because given the issue we had with icons changing in the mod pack, the game would crash. Well, it would crash if I opened anything, and I probably would, so it would just be annoying. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I can report that we've completed this, and if you have a look here, those little arrows that you see up the top of the screen, you can see that all these items that we're missing, they're not here. This is the new what's it called? Mineral sludge facility. It is up and running. Well, kind of up and running. Some of these probably need a few more filter frames. Excuse me. I wonder if I can make a few of those. Those ones. Are they in here? Yes, they. Let's just get a few more filter frames happening. I probably should be making these somewhere in the factory. Five won't be enough. Is that all I put in there? Means down here probably doesn't have nearly enough either. I'm not really sure exactly what the scientifically correct amount is to go into these guys to get them moving, but it's not the issue that we have in terms of significant production. That's more a function of not yet having enough oxygen coming into here to make the sulfuric acid. We are a little bit light on sulfuric acid, as you can see. Just give me all the ones you can give me. I probably need to be making these in the Make Everything factory as well. Although I've probably mentioned that I am looking to try and speed up this process. I've gone through all these machines and none of them take prod modules, which is very disappointing. Because that, in vanilla, is certainly the way that you are able to push the production values. Push your production to higher levels. You typically just throw production modules at it, and you can put them in enough places along the chain to significantly increase what you're producing. But given we're producing this from nothing, I do think that actually putting speed modules in here, and possibly all these other machines so that they can compensate for the speed modules in at the early part, is probably sufficient. And yes, it's O2 gas that's choking all of these machines. We just don't have nearly enough of the oxygen, unfortunately. So that's an issue. Now there's also another issue. Now according to this, we are actually supplying our needs, but I have seen this go a lot higher, so maybe it's kind of dependent on exactly how much of the mineral sludge has been injected into the system, and we're just getting peaks and troughs in our energy usage. If we look over 10 minutes, you can sort of see production is sort of all over the place. Consumption machine, I'd like an consumption about an hour. There, you can sort of see the nuclear is peaking at about 200. This would be solar stepping in, taking some of the pressure off, like so. I'd like to cut down on what these steam engines have to do, and I suspect to do that properly, I actually need more nuclear, although this is kind of showing the lie to that claim, given that these numbers are not sort of at their maximum, but I think I'm going to build up the nuclear anyway. Here we go. This must be amongst the first of these requirements, but you'll notice that these just never go away. They sometimes get added to, but instantly when one of these is delivered to, and it should be the Inca that we get delivered to. Here's the Inca. I think that's copper. Copper process, yeah, copper. As soon as this one has been served, is now the case, there's instantly another one that's added to the list. In fact, the Inca wants two. It needs so much, and these are just bone dry, completely bone dry. So what we've done so far is not nearly enough to sort out our problem, is basically what I'm saying. So if you look at this, it's going up, but it's not staying up for very long, and that's not nearly enough to turn off the demand for more, and you can see how quickly that's dropping. And I don't think any of these machines take prod modules either, unfortunately. So I'm not sure how you push the Seablock production way up, and we can keep building lots of machines. That's always an option, I suppose, but it certainly encourages you, I guess, and this is the point. I guess it's the point. It encourages you to use the superior recipes. Now, if we're to build up our nuclear, which I think we should, we basically duplicate this and put it around the other way, which in fact we could do. I think that's what we need to do. I should have kept that blueprint so that I could see what it is that I needed, but I guess it's here. It's 2 reactors, 20 of the heat exchangers, 40 of the steam turbines, and 29 heat pumps. That's predominantly what we need. A couple of other minor things. I don't have any bots in my... Really should. I can't remember if I had some bot capability or not, but it would certainly help. Where are the bots in here? That's how to make the bots. Should remember this, but you'll have to forgive me given my fairly lengthy absence. There we go. There's the bots. Where's the... I guess it should be in here, actually. That's the thing I'm looking for. The personal robo port. Oh. Personal RoboPort robot control. Do I need a whole lot of these things to make personal RoboPort charging? RoboPort. What's this? Personal RoboPort robot control. The hell does that do? Doesn't look like I actually have one. I do have a normal RoboPort too, and I have some construction robots, so I could just come out here and with stuff, dump it in a chest and let the robots build it. That would work just as well. So let's just do that. Won't worry about the personal RoboPort just at the moment. So this is the nuclear stuff, and we do have the uranium reactors, the two that we need. We have the 20 heat exchangers. These are ones, aren't they? Yes. Have oh, we're missing Cobalt steel still. Cobalt steel. Right, so I'm going to have to fix up the Cobalt steel for this to be sorted. That's unfortunate. This up here, where we're running up to, is the steel, as opposed to it's missing something. Not being able to generate advanced chemical plants. Okay, and leaching plants. Advanced chemical plants and leaching plants. So I need to add those to the make everything so that this facility can be completed and brought online. Advanced chemical plants and leaching plants. Okay, let's add that to the make everything, because it's a lot better to have it there permanently so we don't have the same issue again. Top of our make everything facility. Advanced chemical machine. Where are we? Where do we even have normal chemical machines? Unknown, but this does look like the general sort of area where you put these. Advanced chemical. Wouldn't be in. More like it. Petrochem. Those are the chemical plants, and then there's advanced chemical 1, 2. For the moment, we can probably we'll put them both down, and leaching plants were the other ones. Right? Leaching. Which I think will be in here. Steam cracker. Maybe not. Leaching plant. Right. One. I think I'm only using the leaching one. Probably makes sense. So the advanced chemical plant. Pipes. That's too many bricks. Others are fine. Now, advanced assembly machines. So, if we can find the things again. Yes, in there. Advanced chemical plant. Let's have it make some. Now, what do the 2s need? I don't think I have the processing unit available. So let's go over to leaching plants. He's a bit on the absurd side. Now, leaching plant 1. here, I think. Leaching plant 1. And we'll just quickly check what we need for leaching plant 2. Yes, again, it's needing processing units, so we won't have that just now. But let's make this so this should enable that facility to be completed. The raw material for the cobalt ore. It's also one of the main things here. Any of it started happening? No, not yet. Oh, and I actually need that. I probably don't, because I have this one, which is providing some of the coverage. Maybe it's sufficient. It includes the green, so we should be good. These guys are empty. I probably need to do some work, and it looks like it's missing something here. Would like to get this one up and running. Probably setting the apple cart a little bit. 12 leaching machines. We actually have 12 in there. ME main, heading to ME main. Here we go. Our auto outpost builder train. Plant. Wasn't the other thing that we were missing advanced chem plants, or have they already been taken care of? They've already been taken care of. Well, I wasn't even paying attention, so the leaching should be dealt with very shortly. And so all we've got to do now is repair the bits that are missing. And power it up, and we should be in action. So I think that is worth doing. We must be missing a warehouse. Do I have any warehouses on me? I seem to remember that is something that I generally like carrying. Do I need to be carrying all of this stuff? Surely not. Let me get rid of some of those materials that don't make a lot of sense. Lime, I think, is ordered up. Right. Mistaken. No, I'm not mistaken. That can have lime. It's brick. Clay brick. The brick and the clay brick can just be added down here. Give myself a little bit more space. I'm still carrying things I shouldn't. Sand, pretty sure that can go up the top. Mud. Oh, clay, that can go in there. And I have limestone in there. Where do I have limestone? Do I order limestone? Check in here. We don't. So warehouses. I need warehouses. I do have warehouses. I have landfill. What else might I be missing? Pipes. I have pipes. Unknown. Let's just get up there and see. I could catch a train up there, but it's probably easier just to run up. Do we still have build orders for... apparently... Right. Yes, that is the stop. I would have thought it had cleared that, but apparently not. Take that off, actually. Now, we do need these things, I do believe. What is the recipe for making? We don't want titanium ore. That was the default that I based this on. What we actually want is cobalt, I believe. Cobalt ore. Which needs stirritite, rubite, and bobmonium. Rubite, stirritite. So this bottom one is incorrect. We need bobmonium instead. To get bobmonium. Ammonium. Ammonium. Ammonium, we're going to have to check the acids and so on and the wastewaters that come out, because probably won't want them to be. Bobmonium, 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 and we need the high catalyst. Bit of landfill. Warehouse. Do I even need this one? Very good question. So it's at this level that we start getting wastewaters, and this level that we start needing acid. So what do? You take in purified water. So this side is fine. This whole idea of getting purified water, that's for output is sulfuric wastewater. Wastewater in, so that one is fine, and I use sulfur because that's how these processes work, fortunately. Sulfur, sulfuric acid. Okay, what about you? You have sulfuric wastewater as well, so that's good, and this should be sulfuric acid, which it is. And up here You have the nitric wastewater, and you should have the nitric acid. Should be what this is doing. Nitric acid, yes, it is. So this facility should work. Yes, if we had... okay. So we need these to be supplied. That would be... We would want full sludge, which means that sludge is probably... It's getting bad again, of course. And we need these guys to come in as Q. That would be brains of those. So it's the one. Q is one. Oh, it's on its way. Great. And what's this one? This is sodium nitrate. Sodium. So I need to remember where sodium nitrate is. I think there. There. Deliver us sodium nitrate. And this is a filter. We need a filter. This way. Filter is sodium nitrate. That. Enable that, but now we need power. I have copper cable. I do. I'll need to make some more of that. Copper cable. Do you have any copper? There should be copper around here somewhere. No, it will be the wrong sort of copper, won't it? It's also going to be quite a while before this is delivered. Judging by that. Still at this position where we can't do anything until until some of the other things are done. Alright, I'm going to run down to the make everything. I'm going to grab some more copper, or I could grab cable directly, but I don't need that much, so I just want to grab sheets of copper. Go. Plenty. Now. Where are we? There we are. Okay, this is powered. Not. Don't actually know how it is. at all those items, we're able to not be connected like that. But all of these should have been connected. Can't think of any good reason why I wouldn't want them to be connected. Now, I think there's going to be some issues down here as well, but we're not going to see what those issues are until such time as some of this stuff starts arriving. And we're a fairly long way off. We're third or fourth in the list. Probably fourth. Fourth. Fifth, maybe. Yes, now the other thing we could look at, I guess, is this one here should also make Cobalt, but I presume we're just slightly shy on the Cobalt generation here as well. Possibly also because of a mineral sludge shortage. Yes, and this one is called that one. 7 minutes. So yeah, we're going to wait a while on that as well. But actually, it's surprisingly enough, we're not actually too far away from getting some Cobalt from this one. So that might be how we get our next bit of Cobalt steel happening. What I might do is pause the recording and maybe start it again when we start getting some Cobalt, because I don't see what else we can do unless maybe I could speed up the game speed. No, I'll just pause the recording for a bit. See you soon. Right, that was the shortest pause in the world. I'm going to do something else because I've noticed that this train that's trying to get here is actually blocked. And I've had some blockages here in the past. What I think I need to do is add another line of the empty mineral sludge trains, so there's more parking space, because I do believe that there's a train in here that's trying to go down yeah, it's trying to get in here. If it had more choices, perhaps we wouldn't have as much trouble. So I want to another line. I do have rail and I have signals, so me, that's the one that we're going to do. It's not this one. this yard, it's this other yard. Been having quite a few problems, so yes, it would be good to deal with it. Oh, thought I was about to get hit then. Right. This train's obviously, these two are obviously trying to get out. Places that want oxygen, I think. How good are we at handling congestion? Slightly limited. Quite a busy trains area. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Actually, one thing that I can do is look at... no, you don't do it that way. There's somewhere where you bring up the train. There we go. Trains. Here we go. 92 trains, 352 stations, but only actually 92 trains, because we're more or less using 4 trains per 4 train stations per train. A empty ore to a full ore. Well, there's like empty waiting, empty pickup, full waiting, full pickup. So there's like 4. So that kind of makes sense. 92. Let's see if there's been any change. Nope, that's up to 13 minutes. But we must be sort of second or third now in line. And or the one that this one here could be getting served soon. What is it? This one here, no. It's either our new one or this one gets served next. But in any event, I might put it back to sleep and we'll come back once once we can actually do something like build the nuclear. Okay. We're back. This one, which is the mixed resource map. Mixed resource map has, well, this is the second lot of juice that it's received. We're very close, but still making, each one is not making enough difference. But I have realized some really good news, and that is that we can put productivity modules in all of these crystallizers. We can't put them in any other of these machines, which makes sense because that just makes it too strong. But we can actually put them in the sorting machines as well. So that's a mission, to throw in prod modules everywhere where basically we'll look at this map to work out where we need them the most. All of these basically are the ones that we need. I should probably improve the naming convention on some of these, but nonetheless we can find them with the P's, so it's not that hard. Yes, so that's probably next on the plan, is to get those prod modules in, which means even more that we are going to need our power boost from the nuclear. Now, over here, we have stuff coming in, but I think we need to seed the sulfuric acid. We probably need to rip this out, and I think we probably need to do that. Suspect we need to put sulfur in there. Do I have any sulfur on? Does not look like it, but I can find sulfur fairly quickly. There's probably another one that I need. This is oh, these guys need water. Oh, and you being jammed is not great. Oh wow, you're going in there. Okay. Let's get a pump, because we used all the material that we needed it for. Instead of getting a pump then, let me... what did I decide I needed? Do need a pump. I actually should be making these and probably not. I make everything. Hardly I make everything when it's not everything, but there's a lot of things in Bob's Angels. So, and this is pretty easy to handcraft anyway. We just need some iron plate. Make one. What else was I missing? I can't remember. Sorry. So, water. It might make sense to pull the water here. That was probably a water supply. We could actually make... Is that right? No, I don't actually know what... Need water coming in. Maybe I'll just blow up a little bit here. I fit this pump in there. You are actually making your sulfur by yourself. That might be sufficient to get us going. Oh, you're going to need these things. Used... Oh. The electrolyzer electrodes. have any, so we'll have to make some. Steel and carbon. Always something that we don't have on us. Alright, I'll need to get some carbon. Places. Where would I have carbon? I don't know if I actually have some of that in the maker. I know where I make it in my main base, but I don't know for sure that I actually use carbon down here. Check. Do use carbon. That's not very many of these. Probably need some steel then. I don't actually know how many of them I need to make though. Let's grab some steel just to be sure. There are 2 places where we need them, so maybe if I make 10, that's like 5 each. Make more from there. That proves insufficient. Right. These ones working. What about down here? Right. We need to change the filters here. So that one do chunks. No, it's crushed obmonium. Now I probably need to do some speed tests on all of this and see if we're using appropriate machines for the numbers and so on that we have. So that might be some of the refinements that we do fairly soon. But let's just make sure that our whole process is delivering what we want. It looks like we're just missing the bobmonium chunks. Oh, and of course we are, because this stupid thing doesn't let through the right one. It should be letting through that one. And all of these things here. All the bobmonium chunks that are coming off that one need to instead be rehoused in these areas. Bobmonium. No. And these guys that I don't specially need to come into here. And we need to sort all this stuff out. So this one will not be titanium ore, it will Cobalt ore. These will be Cobalt ore. And this doesn't have anything yet, so it will be grain. All of these have been fixed, so I'm not fancy special symbols that caused me problems in the first place. And the yellow, cyan, and red. Yellow, cyan, and yellow, cyan, red. Red geode. so that would be red train. That one is T, which is the what's that stuff called? It's called crushed stone. Crushed stone. Crushed stone, empty train. This one is the yellow geode. T is yellow. Geode, empty train. U is the sign, that's B, that's X, that's Q, that's the cyan geode. Cyan geode, empty train. S is sulfur. Okay. Sulfur, empty train. Okay. Depending on whichever of those we get. So we've got 1K. It's still a little bit shy of our target, but at least it's heading in the right direction. I think we're coming up to time for 200th episode, but for 201st episode, what we'll be doing is, depending on whether we've had Cobalt generated, and I suspect the answer to that is no, insufficient Cobalt generated. But if we do get the Cobalt generated, then we'll fill out the nuclear, and if we don't get the Cobalt, if we don't get the Cobalt generated, we'll be throwing prod modules, the basic prod modules, around everywhere. That makes sense, and that's the plan for the next episode. At least we now have a plan. This is getting slightly closer, but it's barely 100 each time, so slightly problematic as well. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye for now.